making real estate deals with an ATM machine would stay. I kind of like the background noise, but my name is Justin Karcher. I'm a poet. I also do other things, but I have a book that was just released by Ghost City Press out of the lovely city of Syracuse, and it's called Tailgating at the Gates of Hell, which is, I suppose, very fitting for today's game, or basically the last 15 years of my life. It's not about football though, but you get the idea. I guess a little backstory. It's kind of surreal always standing up here and reading or performing, because I was a frequent young drunk when this was the Elmwood Lounge. And I remember this one particular instance, Lance Diamond was playing, God rest, and I ended up dancing at 2 in the morning with this elderly woman who was probably like 82, and we ended up slow dancing for like 2.5 hours, and it was probably the most romantic moment of my life. So every time I stare at that floor, I get like butterflies in my stomach. So, just think of that. And with that said, I'm just going to kind of start reading some poems from this collection. Excuse me while. All right, let's see what I'm going to start with. I never really read from a book before, so it's pretty cool to just kind of flip through the pages and pick a poem. I'm going to read a little poem called All Balloons Must Pop, All Animals Must Die.
Nice.
Sam and I were trying to make it with these baristas, and we were all pretty drunk on gas station wine, and the pheromones were lifting weights, and it smelled like air conditioner mildew. We wanted something cool and refreshing, but there was this nasty smell laced with the air. We persevered though, and before long clothes were off and we were doing our best to compensate for a lack of sincerity, and after an odyssey of misguided foreplay, realizing that perhaps we'd never make it to our destination, we went into the kitchen, to the snowman cookie jar where we keep the condoms. Sam threw a hissy fit when he opened the cookie jar and all wistfully and saw there were no condoms whatsoever. And I tried lightening the mood by saying that it's a good thing, that the emptiness means we've been having safe sex. He punched me in the arm and said that the coffee chicks would never have sex without condoms, that they were good girls or something, haloed in responsibility and respectable daddies. I told him he was being misogynistic, that I was in no mood for 2 a.m. stereotypes. Then suddenly, like God or a choir of angels, shoved a beehive of ideas into his cranium. Keep that as I flip the page. In his cranium, Sam buzzed out, "I know, let's use real balloons. It's the same thing." And he ran toward his bedroom looking for those helium clown swords so he could stab some estrogen sky with skyscrapers of gross libido. We had a lot of unused balloons floating around the apartment because the week before our buddy Mike came back from Iraq and we threw him a little bit of a rager. So we bought a lot of balloons from Party City because Mike was a big fan of balloon animals when he was little, because he liked having his own personal zoos of feral Hindenburgs. The party was a complete disaster. Apparently, balloon animal elephants are a trigger for Mike's PTSD. He broke down and we drank, he broke down some more and we ate Molly, then we snorted and became wired, then we parachuted well into the morning. Anyway, the coffee girls were getting impatient. I could hear murmuring dissent. The mood was gone. I called for Sam and there was no response. When I went into his bedroom, he was sitting at his desk making an elephant balloon animal. "What about the girls?" I asked. Sam didn't look up at all, intent on conserving the one happy memory we have of our friend. Being endangered is a total buzzkill, even for balloon animals. I called a cab and gave the girls cab fare. It all felt impure, like we did something wrong, killed off a species of some kind. I know for sure the following. No matter how many balloon animals Sam makes, he'll never replenish the PTSD zoo that is Mike's brain, and I guess our brains too. Thank you for that poem.